Hey y'all, happy Friday. It's August 7th, right? I just wanted to give a love message, and I want to start off by saying God bless every single one of you, and thank you for supporting me and going on this journey with me. Now, the message today is just love will find you, right? And I encountered a couple women this week who told me they had recently got married, and then they're just older women in their 40s. And I just thought it was the most beautiful thing because these women have lived their life and they expressed to me how much fun they have had. And now that they're finally entering a state of marriage, a union, it's so foreign to them because they've spent so much time with themselves and living with themselves. They have to adjust to just sharing their day-to-day life with someone. And I think that's a beautiful thing, you know. It doesn't matter when the love comes. It's just about when you are ready to receive it. And I think sometimes we're not always in a state of receiving love, no matter what our ages are. I think we have to experience, being alone for periods of time. We have to experience paying our own bills, taking care of ourselves for periods of time in order to handle when love comes and find us. I think so often society has us thinking that a relationship's supposed to look one way. But your relationship is unique to you. It's unique to your situation. No one else's relationship is going to look like yours. You know, there might be similarities, but it's not the same. And so I think when we get in a state of finding love and pursuing love or just meeting that person, we have to remind ourselves to stay grounded and to talk to our person and to not let the outside noise affect our relationship, especially when you know your person, your man or your woman is good to you and they make you happy, they're compassionate, they're considerate, they look out for you, those character traits that we look for in a healthy relationship, So don't let the outside noise conflict how you feel about your partner. It's one thing if you're feeling heavy or just, something, but it's another thing when you're not feeling anything and you're just in bliss and then someone tells you, well, don't you think that's, and don't you, like, mind your business. You feel me? So I think when it comes to love, we got to ease up a little bit more because love is there and it's always there. Even if it's not in a romantic sense, you feel me? Like we could love our children, our pets, our family and friends. Like those can be loving relationships and it doesn't always have to be romantic. But I know a lot of people do desire to have companionship and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with wanting someone to share your life with. It just has to be in the right sense and for the right reasons, right? You both have to want this. It has to be mutual in order for it to work, right? So I just want to say that, love can look any kind of way, but it only feels one way. You know what I'm saying? We know what love feels like, genuine love. And I also want to say surround yourself with people who the what's that, the ambulance? Yes, it's the firefighter. Medic one. I live in the city, so it'd be going down. It'd be real loud. But yeah, love doesn't have to just look one way. You feel me? And I think when we get in a season of just loving ourselves and fully accepting ourselves, that's when loving others becomes easier because we understand. We understand when someone's probably having a bad day. We understand when someone might not be in the best mood. And, we can share those experience and understanding of one another when we might not be at our best, at the time. So I think just knowing that you are capable of loving yourself just as much as you are of loving someone else. And that's when the power dynamic becomes fire, right? When you actually meet somebody that you can, get it in with and they love you and it's like, oh, wait a minute. You really want me to be happy. You really want me to be okay. You don't just want to use me and abuse me. You want to love me. You want to check up on me. Like that love hits different. And I hope that you guys find that type of love because it is a beautiful thing to experience. I've had a love, and I'm so young. I'm only 27, so I can imagine just the love that is in store for me as I approach 30, and just how much my life is going to change spiritually because I've already been through the storm and I know what it feels like to be in it. So, just being able to be prepared to handle problems and conflicts when you're in a relationship will really help your relationship so much because then it eliminates all the fighting and nitpicking because you guys can talk about your problems and you can talk it out. And it doesn't end in like war. It ends in peace because you guys have sat down, you guys have talked to each other, looked each other in the eye, and expressed yourself in the most wholesome way you can. And that leads to more transparency, not only in your relationship, but for yourself because it allows you to be more honest about how you feel. And that's very important in any relationship. And if someone can't handle what you got to say, then maybe they're not for you. You feel me? So I just say take everything with a grain of salt and don't get too worked up about how it ain't working out because baby there's a lot that's working out for you and then there's a lot that's going to continue to work out for you if you believe. And it just takes time. Like I can honestly say that I've always loved myself, but I never loved myself to the multitude that I have love for myself now. I think it's because I'm older, I'm a mother, I've experienced things, and it's shifted my personal outlook on life and just relationships in general. And the number one relationship that you need to have is the one with yourself. You know, when you know yourself, you have the capacity to love others. When you full heartedly know yourself and love yourself and know that no matter what I go through, it's still gonna be me here. I'm still in a motherfucking house. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to inspire people to love themselves. And you're not worth less because you haven't gotten married yet or you haven't found the person for you yet. It might take you a little bit more time than someone you know. And that's okay. Enjoy it. Because I'm telling you, baby, once you get into a relationship, things change. Because it's not just you. You can't just make decisions without the other person. You always have to include them. So sometimes you gotta ask yourself, how ready are you for that? How ready are you for that type of intimacy? You feel me? Because intimacy can look multiple ways. It doesn't just look like getting down in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Intimacy is holding hands. Intimacy is going to the doctor with somebody, getting them lunch. Like, those are types of intimacies that keep people together, the small things, the sweet things. So I just pray you find love, and if it doesn't find you now, I pray that it finds you in the near future because I know you're ready. I know your heart is craving it. I know you're desiring it, and those are good things. Stay in that positive frame of mind. Don't let it go away. Don't get discouraged. Don't start feeling like, oh, I'm never going to find somebody. You will. Just give it time. But I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I got to go off to work today because I do have a day job. I actually might post another video later tonight if I have time and the vibes are right because I don't like to record when I'm not feeling like energetic. Like sometimes you get off work and you be tired, and I would hate to just record and I'm like, hella dead. So if I have the energy, I'll post another love message. If I don't, I'll see you guys on Monday. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Take care. And don't forget to love on you. Peace out.